I'm going to be talking about the book called It Works by R.H.J. Now, R.H.J. is an anonymous writer from back in the 1920s, I believe, or it could be slightly earlier, correct me if I'm wrong. And he wrote a short book called It Works, and it's literally a short book. It's a 15-minute read, max 20 minutes, depending on how fast you read. And instead of going into detail, it simplifies and simply puts 3 steps that you need to do in order to attract your dream life, in order to attract your dream partner, happiness, joy, whatever it is that you want, both materialistic and abstract. And yeah, he just lays down these 3 simple steps and follow it, and it really does work. And this is not magic, this is not spiritual woo, this is simply him basing things upon universal law of attraction, law of assumption. And once you actually do the 3 steps, then you literally get what you want. And that's what I found happened in my life as well. So I attracted my partner, my current partner, manifested, attracted, whatever you'd like to say, through using the techniques in this book. And it really just did transform my life for the better. I went from being 30, living at home with my mum, and just being quite low and trying to strive for this dream life and this dream career and to succeed, but not getting anywhere until I applied these 3 simple steps. But anyway, let's get into it. So really short and simple, I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about my story of how I manifested my partner, and then we'll jump into the steps in the book. My skirt looked weird. So obviously, like I said, what I did was I scripted. I wrote down exactly what I wanted, specifically his characteristics, his personality, how he looked, where he was from, race, everything. If I got along with his family, his parents, if he got along with mine. I wrote down exactly what I wanted in present tense, and we're going to go through it throughout this book, and I'll show you how you can do it too. But yeah, so I wrote those down. I felt the feeling of gratitude. I felt the feeling of self-love, because before you can find love, attract love, give love, you truly have to love yourself first. I know that sounds cliche, but I found that when I reverted, because I was on dating apps and I was trying to seek, attract. But when I reverted it and I started loving myself and I took a break from all that and I kind of like let it go and actually wasn't desperate anymore, that's when I found that he came exactly when I needed him to come. Yeah, so that's what happened in a nutshell. But let's get into what the book tells us to do. So it says, write a list. Step 1, write a list of what you want in place of importance. So this can be both materialistic and abstract. When I say materialistic, I mean a house, a car, a bag, a coffee, whatever you want. Or it can be abstract, like happiness, love, peace, financial freedom. You can even attract friends, anything you want. I don't know what it is you desire. You might desire to live in a cottage, you might desire to live in a boat, literally whatever it is that you want. Write it down in the level of place of importance, and then don't just stop there like I did. Be specific. What house do you want? How much does it cost? Where is its location? How many floors has it got? How many bedrooms? How many bathrooms? Do you have a cinema? Do you have an outdoor swimming pool? What do you want? Make it specific, because that is how God, the universe, your higher self, whatever you like to call it, listens. When you are specific, you don't go to a restaurant and say, I want food. You go, I want the cheeseburger with the omelette with the hash browns. That's an odd meal, but you are specific as to what you want, and that is when you need to wait for a little bit, but it comes. Okay. So I also would add to that and say how it will make you feel, because ultimately you attract from your subconscious. You attract from your inner feeling, what you're resonating with, the vibrational frequency that you're on. So how will this make you feel if you do have that home? Would it make you feel secure? Would it make you feel at peace? Would it make you feel safe? Would it make you feel so grateful? Write down exactly how you will feel and how this desire of yours will make you feel. write it in the present tense. Like Bob Proctor, the late Bob Proctor always said, write down, I am so happy and grateful now that. And when I say write down, I literally mean write down with a pen and a paper. I would steer away from typing it because it's just not the same. Write it down with a pen and a paper, pencil if you wish, but on paper, and write down, I am so happy and grateful now that I have £10,000 in my bank account coming to me every single month, freely and effortlessly doing what I love. Can you see how specific that is? Not just, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have money or more money. Be more specific. Another example can be, I am so happy and grateful now that I have attracted a 4-bedroom home in Winchester, and it has an indoor and outdoor pool, and it has an open plan kitchen space, and it's, I don't know, just keep going and just describe what exactly you want, and you'll be surprised, honestly, what comes back to you. So do that. And then step 2, I know I said it was 3 steps, but it's actually 4 in my opinion, but he lists it as 3 steps. But step 2 is to read the list 3 times a day, in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. And this is only because repetition is the language of the subconscious. I don't know if you know this, but you have a conscious mind, which is your feel, taste, touch, hear, smell, your 5 senses. It's our conscious mind, so it's what we're aware of. I'm looking around consciously. I can see, I can feel, I can touch, I can taste. Whereas your subconscious is I like to think of it as the back of the mind, where your conscious mind can reject or accept. Your subconscious mind can only accept. So, and it accepts through repetition. So the more you're reading this list, morning, noon and night, it can be at specific times, or it can just be just 3 times a day. There's no like set rule as to, oh, at this specific time or anything. But the more you read it, the more your subconscious then sort of soaks it in, and whatever your subconscious soaks in, it reflects that which it soaks in is reflected in your reality. And you don't have to believe me, you can go and listen to Neville Goddard's books, numerous of different manifestation coaches and gurus. They all say the same thing. So yeah, repetition. So read it morning, noon and night. Step 3, think of what you want as often as possible. So I don't mean make it your life to think about it. I just mean when you have odd moments here and there, you can think about it, like you're washing the dishes and you just visualize yourself in that dream home in first person. So not picturing yourself in the home, but you are in the home. So it's in first person. So like you can see your hands and your feet, but you can't see your face, because in first person you can't see your face. Does that make sense? So you're in the home. Picturing yourself in the home, picturing yourself in the car, picturing yourself with that money, picturing yourself with that partner, picturing yourself with that degree, that education certificate, whatever it is that you want. So you're washing your hands, you're thinking about it. You're on the loo, you're thinking about it. You are walking your dog, you're thinking about it. Just little snippets of the day. Think of it as much as possible. Step 4 and the final step is, and this one is important. This one, yeah, it's important. Do not discuss your list of plans with anyone apart from your inner self, God, universe, higher self, whatever you like to call it, because only God is the one who's going to unfold to you the methods to accomplish your list. Okay, so my camera died, and I really like the quality on that camera, but anyway, we're going to continue on my iPhone. Now, don't get me wrong, like I'm not religious or anything. I just believe that the Bible has a lot of esoteric knowledge and has a lot of symbolism, and it's just pure gold in some aspects. But I'm going to quote something in the Bible to sort of defend my point that I was making. I'm going to check the King James Version. I think that's one of the best versions of the Bible. So you know how I was talking about not analysing the how it's going to come to pass. The Bible says in Isaiah 55 verse 8 to 9, it says, For my thoughts, and this is God speaking, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, save the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways. So that means you don't know how God is going to bring it to you. You don't know how God is going to help you attract the right people, the right circumstance, the right situation, the right scenario, the right thoughts, the right inspirations. You just don't know, because his way is above our ways. So there you go, it's in scripture. What I would suggest is just be focused on the what. Be focused on what you want. Read the list, write it down, read the list, meditate on it, visualize it, whatever makes you feel the feeling of having it now. And yeah, focus on the what, and you'll be surprised as to what comes to you and how quickly it comes to you as well. Because God, the universe, God wants to bring your desires to you as quick as possible. He wants, and they always say this in the manifestation world, and it's true, what you want wants you. Always remember that. It's not like you're chasing something and God is saying, oh no, just wait. Oh no, you need to suffer before you get it. Oh no, no, he wants you to have it too. So it's just a matter of being dedicated to the what and just releasing and forgetting and not even worrying or thinking about the how. And I know that sounds quite delusional, but that's what faith is. You need faith in order to get what you want. Like, if you are realistic, you'll get realistic results. You'll get what you consciously see, feel, hear and touch. You'll get that back. But if you are one of a kind, I can name various of people, Steve Jobs, Kanye West, Donald Trump. In a sense, they have faith. Quite delusional to think that you can be this or be that or be the president. You have to have some sort of delusional faith. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So it's about stepping away from thinking about the how and focusing on the what, and being dedicated to the what. And that's what this book talks about. And it will also come in mysterious ways, because as we know, the Lord works in mysterious ways. Like, it's not something that you can calculate or understand. Trust me, it just happens. And also the book says something which is really amazing. It says, remember, nothing can prevent you from having what you earnestly desire. Others have these things, why not you? And I love that, because it's so true. I always say this, like, what is the difference between, I'll give him as an example again, he's a bit controversial, but Donald Trump, Beyonce, Oprah Winfrey, Steve Jobs, I don't know, just random people. What's the difference between them and you? Like, they go to sleep, they pick their nose, they fart. Do you know what I mean? They're human. Like, they were just dedicated to the what. Obviously they had a plan in place and they took action, but ultimately they had a resounding faith that their invention or their music or their words will change the world, and it did. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Yeah, there's countless of examples. Martin Luther King, Nelson Mandela, there's countless of other examples, but they were dedicated to the what, to the dream, and they made it reality through earnestly desiring what they want. Now, some of you may ask how long you should read the list for. You can read it for 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, it's up to you. It depends on your level of trust. Either way, it's a law. It's not something that he just picked out of thin air. It's the law of attraction, it's the law of assumption. Like gravity, no matter who jumps off of a building, you're gonna fall to the ground. It's the same with this. Like, you write what you want, you meditate on it, you visualize it, you have that trust and that faith. You have that trust and that faith that it's yours and it will be yours. Whether it's tomorrow, next month, next year, it will be yours. It's just about your element of trust, really, just trusting the process. Like, if you believe that you can read it for 1 day, then so be it. If you believe you have to read it for 30 days so that it can be repeated into your subconscious mind, because remember, the language of the subconscious is repetition, then so be it. And whatever you ingrain into your subconscious is reflected in your reality. So yeah, it just depends on you, really. I don't think there's he never gave a set amount of times that you have to read it. He did say read the book over and over and over and over again. So I think he's trying to express the importance of repetition. But yeah, I read my list for like 7 days and it worked. He also says that when your manifestation or your desire does come to pass, so something on that list does come to pass and you see it in your reality and you're living it, you're breathing it, you're enjoying it, there's going to be an ancient known enemy called discredit that may appear, making you think that it was all just a coincidence, that it was just all fate or a coincidence, or it just happened to happen. But our HJ says that know that it was your omnipotent power within you that accomplished it for you. So it was God within you that actually made it come to pass. It was your omnipotent power. It was your subconscious mind, in other words. No matter what you call it, source, universe, that's what brought it to pass. So he's basically saying that the law does work. Like, your brain might tell you, oh, it was just a coincidence. Oh, you know, it just happened to happen. But no, he's saying that it's the law. It's because you wrote down what you wanted. You were dedicated in what you wanted, and you read it and you did the 3 steps, and yeah, that's why. He also states in the book, do not try to understand how this works. And I'm gonna add to that and say and quote Isaiah 55 verse 8 and 9 again, that says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways. So going back to what our HJ says, do not try to understand, because you're not going to understand how God works. You're not going to understand his ways. You're not going to understand how he makes things come to fruition and things like that. So just give thanks, he says in the book. Just give thanks. Just be grateful and have gratitude towards what you have. Celebrate, be happy, enjoy it. And the more you are grateful, the more you're going to get more things to be grateful for, because gratitude is such a powerful force. And yeah, it opens your eyes to everything that you do have and makes you feel good about it, and then God will bless you with more. And that's what it says in the book. He also warns that you can obtain things that make you miserable or that will affect others in a bad way. So only write down what will benefit you and your fellow man, if that's your focus. So only don't write things that are mean and horrible and that will not benefit you or anyone else. He's just trying to say, write things that are pure, write things that are good, that will have a good outcome. Yeah, so materialistic things are fine. Abstract things such as how you want to feel, happy, joyful, free, that's fine. Just write down just good things. You know, you don't want to write down things that will affect others or yourself in a bad way. He also states that if you do struggle, then focus on attracting small things first. Then that will give you proof that the law does in fact work, and you can then manifest larger things. So for example, a cup of coffee, a call from an old friend, £100, if that's small to you, that's obviously relative, or $100, I don't know where you're watching this, but just manifest something small first, and then you can manifest the bigger things. But for me, I just went straight into it. I knew what I wanted. I wanted a partner, I wanted love, I wanted romance. That's what I wrote down, that's what I read, and that's what I got. Yeah, so, and then at the end he says, you can either accept or reject this information, even though it changes lives, and there's so much proof that it changes life, and it has changed my life, and I'm sure you can look on YouTube where it's changed other people's lives as well. He says that you can either accept or reject this information. The choice is yours, but make a wise choice. But yeah, that's the book in a nutshell, and I had my notes there, but I just wanted to go into like the nuances of what happens in between, because like I said, I wrote down what I wanted and specifically and stuff, and I read it and stuff, but I was still desperate. I was still clinging on to 10 dating apps all at the same time, trying to seek validation from men, trying to seek love, trying to seek all these things, and I was repelling it, and I was even getting waste men, like just rubbish. And so only when I said, I'm going to take a break from dating apps. This is just an example. I'm going to take a break from the dating apps and I'm going to focus on loving me and loving myself, showing up as the woman that I want to be, waking up in the morning, doing my hair, doing my makeup, having a shower. That was just what I wanted. What's going on with my voice? That's what I wanted for myself. So I'll wake up in the morning, have a shower, do my makeup, and I'll feel good. I will do things that I love. I will journal, I'll create YouTube videos, I will script, I'll just do things that lit me up and that made me feel happy. I will cook, I will buy myself flowers. Like I'll make myself feel as if I am loved and I am lovable and I'm already the woman that is in a relationship. And I believe that Neville Goddard always talks about living in the wish fulfilled, and which means living in the end, like it's already accomplished. Not that you're striving for that relationship or you're striving for the financial abundance or you're striving for this, but that you are already there. I already have 100k subscribers. I already have a relationship. I'm already married. I already have a child. How would you feel? How would that version of you feel, think and act and be it now? And that's what I did. And I let go of all the desperation. I let go of the how. I let go of the clingingness to when is it? I said that I wanted it by Christmas. Where is it? There's no sign that it's coming. No, I just focused on loving me. And then lo and behold, as soon as I thought, you know what, I'm going to dispose of this dating app, ping, hey, this, that. And then the conversation we just bounced off of one another. I picked up the phone when he called. We started talking. Sorry, am I making sense? I said ping as in, you would understand that. Ping as in he messaged me first. And then we started talking. We met on Boxing Day, and technically we didn't meet on Christmas, but it was a day later. So yeah, it was Boxing Day. But that's good enough. You can't knock that. You know, you have to be grateful, you have to be happy. And ever since then, we are now almost 2 years in, because by the time I'm recording this, it's the 6th of December. So our anniversary will be Boxing Day coming up in 20 days. So in like just less than 3 weeks. And I've just become a better person. I've become more abundant. I've become more secure within myself. I've just got more things, whether it's clothes, shoes, bags. Like I was never like that. I had like one pair of shoes that I was wearing for months, but now I've got an array of them. And I know it's like, oh, that's nothing, but to me it's something. Do you know what I'm trying to say? And that's all because I put these steps into practice. I attracted my partner and he helped transform my life. So God works in mysterious ways. You know, sometimes you can't do it on your own, you need someone to help you, or sometimes you can do it on your own and you don't need anyone to help you. But yeah, it's all good and well in the hood. So yeah, that's basically the notion. So let's just conclude everything. So get my notes out again. Give me a second, guys. So 4 steps. Number 1, write a list of what you want in place of its importance. Be specific, write in the present tense. And you can write something that's abstract, such as what you want to feel, or that's materialistic, such as what you want to have, or even who you want to be, who you want to become. I forgot to say that. Number 2, step 2, read the list 3 times a day, in the morning, in the noon, afternoon, and at night. This is just so that you can reprogram your subconscious mind through repetition. And you can also use things, I mentioned it in the video, but you can also use things like visualization, visualizing yourself in that home, feeling the feelings with that partner, in that car, whatever you want. Visualize yourself, because that is so powerful. Yeah, that's what I would say. And step 3, think of what you want as much as possible when you're washing your hands, when you're on the loo, when you are walking your dog, when you are whatever. Think of what you want as much as possible. Obviously, if you're driving, if you're at school and being educated, maybe not, because you're focused on the road or you're focused at school. But you know what I mean, the odd moments here and there. And number 4, do not discuss your plans. Do not discuss the list with anyone, because yeah, we don't need naysayers. Even though they have the best intentions, we don't need people to tell us that we can't accomplish it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because ultimately it's not really us doing it, it's God in us that's doing it. You know, that's gonna unfold to you the methods of accomplishing your list. Yeah, and I know it might be, don't limit. I'll say don't limit it. Like, write what you truly desire. If you want to be a singer, if you want to meet Beyonce, if you want to be an artist, if you want to be a scientist, a mathematician, write what you want. And you'll be surprised as to how quick it comes to you and how things come together for your good. And it's that simple. And I know this is going to go over quite a lot of people's heads, because it's like, what? You can just write what you want, read it, and it comes true. Yes. That is exactly what I did. And just trust. Just trust. And I forgot to say one thing. You can edit this list. It doesn't have to stay as it is. If you edit it as in adding to it or taking away from it, that's fine. It shows growth. It shows that you are now being more specific in what you want. So that's great. But I would say ultimately, don't put yourself down if you are doubting, if you are like, is this really going to work? That's okay. That's normal. That's natural. That's the human nature. But I'd say just understand that there's a bigger thing in play where you're working with God, you're working with universal laws. So it's not just you. You're not alone. And yeah. God works in mysterious ways, and his ways are far bigger and better than what we can ever think, and he will give you what you want. And yeah, that's the book in a nutshell. I hope this video has made sense. I tried my best to put it all together and extract from the book, but if you want to read the book, it is available on YouTube. It's called It Works by RHJ. I'd truly recommend you read it or you listen to it. And share this message. Yeah, share it to whoever needs it, because it's life-changing and it's changed my life, and I still use it. I'm manifesting bigger things. Call it what you will, but it's just simply law. It's simply God in action. You know, people pray, go down on their knees until their knees are dry. Crickets, they don't receive anything. Well, why don't you listen to the Bible, and as Habakkuk 2:2 said, write the vision down, make it plain, so that he who reads it will run with it. That's what Habakkuk 2:2 says. It says, write the vision down, make it plain, so that he who reads it can run with it. And that basically means write it down, read it, and you will receive. Jesus even says, when you ask and you believe, you will receive. Like, it's all in the Bible. Like, this is not wishy-washy, woo-woo. Oh, you're crazy, you're just making all this up. No, it's all biblically backed. It's esoteric, and that basically means not everyone is going to get it. Not everyone is going to understand, and that's fine, or accept, and that's fine. But some people will, and those people will change their lives. So that's enough ranting on. I was so nervous to make this video, and I'm going to edit it less. I'm not even going to edit it that much. I don't care, not because I'm not bothered. I love editing, but I want this to be raw and authentic, and I just want to show me. Yeah, if you like this video, like it. If you don't, that's completely fine. I want to stay on camera because I love being on camera, but I need to go because this video is long. All right, guys, I've been your girl Regia, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao. Oh, and look in the description for anything that I've got going on that can benefit you. Yeah. See you later.